What's up, my poker players? Hope you guys are killing it out on the tables. Today we're going to go over how to get the most value out of a set, a couple ace-king situations, knowing when to fold top pair, and we're going to get a quick balance update on the 100K challenge. The first hand we're starting out with is pocket eights from the big blind. It folds around to the small blind who limps, and we are going to raise with pocket eights. You pretty much want to raise a lot of the time when a small blind limps into you. When you're in position, a lot of hands are going to play better than him. And we wind up flopping middle set, and we make a small bet on the flop, and he makes the call. It's a pretty draw heavy board, and we turn a full house. We're going to make another decent sized bet, and he raises us about three times, and we're just gonna go all in. He's pretty much pot committed, and he winds up having trip sevens. His only out is a 7. Great way to start out the session. Full house. Take one player out. See you later. And the next hand we're looking at is out of the big blind as well. This time we have ace king offsuit. Looks like we have a table full of pretty much regulars. Got a couple fish in there, gun farm and play in hands. See what's going to happen here. Play in hands makes a min raise from middle position. Gun farm is thinking about it. Gun farm also makes a call. And we get another caller on the button as well in first clan. This is always going to be a raise here. With all the limps, we know that there's a few hands that are not going to be strong. We make it 225 to play and get called from play in hands. You could make it a little bit bigger than that. We want to still make the hand playable post flop, but you could justify betting larger than that with ace king out of position. And we wind up flopping a king. Pretty draw heavy board. We're going to bet half pot right now to make these draws pay. At this point, we're pretty much pot committing ourselves. The only hand we should really be worried about is pocket 10s or pocket 6s for a set. There's probably a few draws out there, but we want to make those pay. And they both fold. We pick up the pot. They do have pretty high fold numbers on flop bets, but they both called 3 bets pre-flop, so you have to figure their hands are relatively strong. There's probably a couple face cards in one or both of those hands. Next, we're looking at ace king from the button. Told you we're going to get into a lot of ace king hands. I don't know why, but ace king got in some interesting situations in this session. Folds around to the cutoff, who is taking his time and times out. We make it 3x from the button and instantly get re-raised from the small blind, who has a 3-bet of 4.7, 54% of which are premium hands. So he's probably a pretty polarized player. He's either betting his really good hands or really bad hands. So I'm going to make a smaller 4-bet here to put some pressure on him so that he will either push all in with his shitty hands or he will fold his shitty hands. And he winds up coming over the top. I pot committed myself with that 4-bet, and ace king is, it's always a good hand to get in with. Even though this player wound up having aces, we'll just consider that one a cooler. That's going to happen once in a while. We didn't lose a full stack. We only lost about, 75 blinds on that one? Maybe less. And we have another ace-king hand from the cutoff this time. Make it 3x. And we get 3-bet on the button with a 6.6 3-bet percentage. Again, 50% of those hands are premium hands. We're going to make the same play. Same play as the last one. Again, this puts pressure on this type of player who is probably 3-betting pretty often from the big blind. And he winds up making a fold very quickly. See, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. You do want to keep playing aggressive with the ace-king hands because those are drawing hands technically. Then on this hand, we have ace-queen diamonds on the button. We get a 3x bet from the hijack seat and a call from the cutoff. It's on us. I don't really have great reads on these players other than Samball45 plays a pretty tight game, and he winds up betting a half pot bet on the flop. We flop top 2 pair. We kind of want these players to stick around they probably have an ace. One or both of them have an ace. Hopefully Sandball 45 doesn't have pocket queens, which is a hand that we could be worried about. Maybe Beg got back could have trip fives as well. He does raise Sandball 49's bet, which is a little scary. So we're just gonna make the call here. He then checks the river into us, which pretty much tells me that we have this hand locked down. He's probably got something like ace jack. I don't know why he would bet re-raise the turn. Interesting play, very interesting. We didn't have a great read on that player, but he winds up checking the river, and we're just going to go all in because I don't think we're really worried about too many hands. He's not going to check back a set, and I guarantee he doesn't have a straight right there. That would just be a weird play. So we go all in. It kind of looks like a bluff bet, and we wind up getting a call from ace deuce. Next hand we're looking at is pocket kings on the button. Can't believe that got raised with ace deuce. He did have the backdoor straight draw. Interesting play. So the pocket kings folds around to us on the button. We make it 3x to play. We have two regulars to our left. Very tight players. Never mind. Piano Tuna. This is his first hand. We don't have a read on him. And he winds up jamming all in off of my 3x bet, which is a very strange play with aces. Usually you want to keep someone around and try to slowly extract chips from them. Maybe this guy knows me as a player and knows that he doesn't want to play against me post flop, so he's just going to throw in a weird bet and see if I'll make a call with ace king or something like that. But he's going to get a ton of my range to fold right there. Probably not the best play that he could have made, but he does get my entire stack, so kudos, sir. I'm going to come back for it, though. Next hand we're looking at is 9-5 suited from the big blind. It checks around to the small blind, who limps. Mortal Lock is a regular player, pretty tight player, doesn't make any really crazy moves. We have two decent-sized stacks here. I just checked to see a flop. 9-5 plays decent in position. And we pick up a flush draw on the flop here. And he does a half-size pot bet. This is one of those hands where you don't really want to chase and just call down with the flush draw like this. And a raise might get rid of a lot of hands. You know, if he has 5-6 suited, something like that. Maybe he's got ace-4. But a raise here is going to get rid of a lot of hands. It might even get rid of a lot of the jacks too. Jack reg, jack 10, something like that. So we make a 3x raise. It's tough to put us on a hand from the big blind too because we didn't bet pre-flop, so we could have hands like 4 deuce, jack 4. He can't put us on too much. So this is a great spot to make a re-raise with a flush draw. And we are looking at 9s on the button now. Seas of Cheese, nice name. Makes it 3x from under the gun +1. We get a call from Angel Azazel, and we get another call from Mortal Lock. I'm just going to call as well to set mine pretty much in this case. And we get a call from the small blind. Big pot, 5 ways. Seas of Cheese bet in early position pre-flop. So we have to think he's got a pretty strong hand. And he'll probably give up on ace-king unless it's ace-king of hearts. He makes a half pot-size bet, and we get a call from Angel Azazel and Mortal Lock. At this point, some of these players are probably on the flush draw. Some of them probably have middle pairs, kind of like what I had. Maybe someone was playing a 4-5 suited, got crazy with it. Maybe 5-6 suited. Maybe someone flopped a full house with pocket 7s. But Seas of Cheese showing the aggression pretty much the whole way. I'm going to put him on hands like queens, kings, aces, maybe jacks. And at worst, we're going to face an ace-king hearts. And so we're losing to pretty much all those hands. And we could wind up losing to ace-queen hearts by the river. Well, from the looks of it, he did have one of those high pocket pairs most likely. And Mortal Lock was probably chasing down a flush draw. And here is the balance update. We're almost 3 weeks in. I haven't been playing as much the last week or two with the holiday weekend and everything. You can see the account is up to 350, 352 and 2,900 in combat points. That's pretty much $29. So we're going to say we're approaching $400 here. Not bad. Slow but steady. Still making progress. But I'm about to get in a real big session. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, you guys. If you're new here, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments, leave them in the comment section below. Check out the video description. I've got links for America's Card Room, Hold'em Manager, which is the HUD I use, and other great poker programs that I would highly suggest investing in, many of which have free trials. Last but not least, I want to give a quick shout out to T-Cash Money, who initiated some great discussion in previous poker videos. He is also playing on America's Card Room, started from $0 and working his way up too. Props, brother. Thanks for watching my poker players, and I'll see you out on the virtual felt.